Blog Talk Radio.
I was a hard drinking sinner with blood on my hands. I was a hard drinking sinner, a gun in my hands, drinking 40 pounds for dinner till I met a big man. And the man said, how do we do? 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 Well, I feel like reborn. My good eyes witness misery, but I'm feeling alright, cause the man said, how do we do? 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 Well, I'm feeling reborn, I'm feeling renewed, cause the man said, how do we do?
Out there. This is Ryan. Welcome to 2015.
Hey, this is Holly. And it is 2015, isn't it? We're never going to get used to that.
The year of the freaks. Yeah, it's hard to get used to it. It's hard to get somebody to get used to these earphones I have on right now. I'm listening. I swear I feel like I'm deaf right now. So if I start shouting for no reason, you'll know why. I feel like if someone's plugging my ears right now, I can't hear shit.
Well, it is 2015, and how was your Christmas, Ryan?
Oh, it's fine. I was sick most of it. I had a really bad cold, but other than that, it was okay. How about yours?
It went good, pretty good. I'm ready. I've been ready for the new year since like the beginning of December.
Well, me too. Me too. This is going to be the year of the freaks, I think.
It's always the year of the freaks, darling.
Yeah, that's true. But now it's officially the year of the freaks.
Definitely. So, Ryan, with all the, New Year's resolutions, did you make one?
I thought about it, but I usually end up breaking my New Year's resolutions after the first week. So I was like,
so did you?
I didn't make one. I was like, just keep having fun.
Yeah. Well,
How about
I didn't
you?
make one either. I usually don't. It used to be the whole lose weight thing, and of course it's still that. It's always that. It's never just during that time of the year. But yeah, I do want to get the rest of my weight off and just strive to be healthier and more spiritually in tune. But that's all year round and not just New Year's.
Well, I think New Year's resolutions are supposed to be all year round, right? They just don't last all year. They last about a week. And then they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know? I guess
exactly.
If there are consequences to breaking a New Year's resolution, like you lost something or you have to pay someone if you break your resolution, then maybe people would do more, would keep them longer or try to keep them longer. But if there are no consequences, then it's like, what's the point? It's really self-discipline.
Yeah. It really is. It's a whole mind game thing with weight loss, especially. I've been struggling with my weight for a long time, so it's
Well, you've done
I know
a good
people,
job of that, though. I mean, shit.
Well, thanks. It's still in the process, and I still am hard on myself. And for anybody listening who don't know, I used to be 300 pounds, and I'm still in the 200s. I'm plus size. That's okay, because I wear that label very proudly.
Big, beautiful women, right? BB dubs.
That's exactly right. Yeah, there's different versions of BBWs. I'm one of those plus size ladies, and I don't care to be that. I don't care to wear that label. I just want to be healthier and feel good about myself. So, yeah. But 300 pounds.
Nothing wrong with being plus size. I mean, you have to let yourself go a lot to the way you were. So, I mean, you look great.
I know, but well, thank you. Actually, I think I'm going to be getting a tattoo this year, representing my weight loss and my transformation. Yeah, the Phoenix. It's a big thing for me.
Oh, like coming out of the flames, reborn.
Yeah, rising from the ashes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I had to unplug my ears for a second. Well, this holiday was fun, but not everybody had a good holiday. And I found an article, CPR Dennis, his friends have a son that got severely injured during the Christmas holiday season. I found an article about it. I'm gonna read it to you guys. So it's from Fox 8. I guess Fox 8 is the news station down in Charlotte, North Carolina. A 1-year-old Charlotte boy will spend Christmas in Brenner Children's Hospital after a slow cooker filled with boiling apple cider toppled over on him. Doctors said about 35% of Remy Linkis' body was burned with second and third degree burns. His recovery will be lengthy, he said, and included about a month and a half in the hospital. The burning incident occurred on December 21st in Caldwell County at Patricia Linkis' mother's house. Remy's father, John Linkis, said, "He has seen a lot of horrible things as a Marine serving in combat, but nothing will ever prepare you for seeing your kid in this situation. The first 2 days were absolutely horrifying." Linkis said it's been difficult not to be able to hold his son. "I've been singing to him," Linkis said. "I have a lullaby I sing to him when I rock him to sleep, so I've been humming that to him and singing it as much as I can." Remy underwent surgery Tuesday night on his wounds, and the next step will be skin grafts. Seeing their son connected to tubes and wires is heartbreaking, but Remy's happy spirit is shining through, John Patricia Linkis said. "He actually sat up and played with a few toys, gave me a high five, and even smiled," John Linkis said. Linkis' family will spend Christmas in the hospital, focused on helping the little boy heal. "I want to hug him and I want to kiss him," Linkis said. The community is already rallying around the Linkis family. John Linkis' place of employment has set the family up in a hotel. A GoFundMe.com account for the medical bills surpassed $17,000 on Tuesday. The Firefighters Burn Children's Fund gave the family up to $1,000 in gift cards to help with other expenses such as gas and food. If you'd like to donate to Remy's medical fund, visit this GoFundMe webpage. And we actually have a link on our website to the Remy's GoFundMe page. So if our listeners want to go on there and click on the link and, donate money, I'm sure anything will help, and definitely send to their family because they have a long road ahead of them.
Yeah, definitely. That's awful. I couldn't imagine going through that. The healing thoughts with that family and child for sure.
Yeah, it's such a bad thing to happen right before Christmas. Well, any time it's a bad thing to happen, but it just seems worse right before Christmas,
Definitely.
Man. But yeah, I just want to make sure that people know about it, and they try to, if they can, donate whatever they can to help with the medical bills and help make it easier on that family.
For sure.
But tonight is all about potpourri, paranormal potpourri.
Yeah, and actually had it, it was a big switch around. We had it advertised for Henry Adams, but he wasn't able to make it on the show, so we changed it last minute. So
yeah, so it's definitely a positive shit, But things don't always go as planned. Like I wasn't planning on only getting 2, so like I said, things don't always go as planned. But we make it. Again, this is behind the scenes, like putting shows together. Last minute, we're like trying to change all the advertisements and shit for the show.
Exactly.
With the articles. So
yeah, exactly. So this year, do you got like a lot of stuff planned with y'all's group run? Like, do y'all have a lot of things planned yet, or?
Fuck no, we don't have. We don't have anything planned right now. We're just going through some changes right now with our group, and but
gotcha.
We've been we're trying to figure stuff out. I mean, we're trying to get like cases and finishing up cases from 2014.
Right.
We'll get. I saw you have a meet and greet coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. We got a meet and greet coming up. Meet and greets is something we started last year, and only got to hold like 2 of them. But I'm hoping to have them monthly now, and
nice.
We're gonna have that at the Inn at Wise, and plus we have our annual meeting coming up, and we're down some members. So yeah, Michelle separated from us, and Dallas separated from us a month ago. So it's no big deal. People come into the group, and I guess they I want to say grow out of the group and go their separate ways and get move on.
It's not for everybody.
All good.
Yeah. It's not for everybody. Like I said, it's not for everybody. It's just one of those things where it's like maybe it's just she didn't have time to make the commitment to be part of that group right now.
Yeah. Michelle was. I know she said she was going into more scientific, experimental investigation ways, and that she was taking on a second job. So, which I totally understand. But it happens. And we'll still be Black Mountain Paranormal Society and still do what we do. And, she said she'd be there for a mediumship work if we needed her. But we're going to Waverly Hills investigating in July.
Oh, yeah, I was invited to that.
And we are, I think that same trip, we're going to go back to Bobby Mackey's. And we're going out to Scarefest. I don't know. We got ghost tours going on in October at the Inn at Wise, and just all kinds of fun stuff. But I'm ready for a case. I've got the itch.
I'll tell you what, I've got the itch too.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Luckily, I've been able to find some places where I can go investigate, but
yeah. Well, see, this is like during the winter time. I tell everybody it's so dead. They look at me and laugh, and they think it's a pun, but it's not really. I mean, if you want to take it as a pun, whatever, it's still funny as hell. But No, seriously, it's dead time for us until like spring, and it seems like people. You would think people being in their homes during the winter all the time, they would, be more noticeable and need our help more. But no, it's like when the weather gets warmer, and also I don't know if that's something just with spiritual activity too.
No, I've always heard spiritual activity increases in the wintertime.
Yeah. Well, there's so many different theories.
I don't know why it's dead now.
Right. Well, there's like theories where like spirits are more active during holidays, spirits are more active during nighttime, during a woman's period, or just throw that up there.
That's true.
What is up with that? Woman's period, though. I don't get that.
Wasn't that more poltergeist activity than anything else?
Oh, it's something we've always joked about before we go on cases, because it seems like. And I'm so going too much information here, but it seems like every investigation I go on, I'm usually PMSing. So I'm like, okay, we're all like, hey, this might be a good thing. I'm like,
hey,
oh man.
Yeah, exactly. You can see some good evidence. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, it's the theories out there is something else for sure. There's like. I wanted to talk about tonight too, Ron, was, there's so many, I was thinking about this earlier, and there's so many paranormal investigators out there. What new techniques could we come up with, in the paranormal field?
What new techniques we come up with? I mean...
Yeah, just like, everybody's...
That's a good question.
Yeah. For me, we've talked about it, and I think you agree too that, my piece of equipment is my audio recorder. I love my audio recorder. And then, a lot of people who are really spiritually swayed toward the paranormal field instead of scientifically swayed toward it, they rely on their senses more. And I can totally see why I do, and I can see why people are like, well, we can't count that as evidence, of course, but... when you go through your own experience, say if you go through a house, you have your own experiences, you see, you have visions of certain things, that's kind of, more evidence spiritually, I guess,
That's a good question. I mean,
everybody's coming up with different equipment.
I can't think right now.
You're fine. I'm just putting shit out there, but... just equipment-wise, you have the guy that's come up with a new piece of equipment. His daughter passed away, and he really wanted to communicate with her. And, it's people like that come up with some of the best of equipment, though. They're really determined on communicating.
I know what you're talking about. The Mel meter. Because I think her name, his daughter's name was Melanie or something, or Melissa.
Yeah. And it was, I guess it was a millimeter, but he rigged it up to do more than that or something.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
Gary
so
Galka.
For sure.
Gary Galka is the guy who made it up. He invented it and made it up, yeah.
Cool. I don't know. I just think it's 30 years.
Let's see. Actually, I have the definition. The Mel meter is a dual-purpose combination unit that measures EMF and temperature simultaneously. The Mel meter was designed and developed by Gary Galka of DAS Distribution. Gary lost his oldest of 3 daughters, Melissa, after Melissa's passing. Some incredible things started to happen to Gary and his family. Melissa began to make her presence known through ADCs, or after-death communications, to Gary and his family. Gary designed the Mel meter as a way to communicate with his daughter, whom Gary says helped with the healing process. So,
yeah.
So there it is.
Right. But no, you think about it, it's like, what else are they to prove in, what better equipment can they come up with, Like, what more?
What about, like, a white noise generator? Because a lot of people, they say spirits talk through white noise.
Right.
Anything could be white noise, static from a TV, a faucet running, that could be considered white noise. What if we use that, like use a TV, like it's a static TV, and left it playing and left recorder next to it, next to the TV, and see if you get any voices that way.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing ideas out there, you know.
Well, yeah, too, and that actually brings up an idea because Josh had brought this up earlier, and actually, you know, a lot of people are starting to use it in the paranormal field is to connect to the Xboxes. And it's funny because, you know, when I've seen people recently doing this with the Kinects with the Xboxes, what's happening is they're having spirits interact through the Kinect. We had a case about maybe a year ago, and they have a Kinect, and they was talking about it going off by itself. And then another family afterwards had talked about the Kinect too. So I think actually Josh is going to be buying the Kinect piece, and we're going to be utilizing it in the paranormal field during our investigations just to see how it does, just to play with it.
That sounds like a good idea. I like that.
Well, I mean, you know, it's just the small things too. But I'm still going with the audio recorder, and you know, I know it's not evidential, like you can't throw it out there and be like, yeah, I know ghosts is real because, you know, I got this information. But personal experiences overall is just like, I mean, you can't. I mean, other people can discount your personal experiences, but for, you know, I don't know.
Well, unless the person's there, any evidence is going to be scrutinized. I mean, of course, it should be scrutinized, but I mean, and like I said, unless you're there, you can't really know 100% that it's real.
Right.
Because, you know.
Well, that goes to the whole thing that no matter what you show people, they're not going to believe it unless they actually go through it. So that's what gets me about. I mean, you're never going to be able to prove to people of the existence of spirits unless they actually have their own interaction.
Yeah. But then they'll probably still think it's a fake. They'll think it's like a parlor trick or something like that.
This is like a hallucination or something.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, I do think that this is my personal opinion, but I see from my point of view that a lot of people are opening up, and maybe it's not just them opening up, is that their minds are being open to the possibilities of having psychic abilities and spiritually awakening. I don't know if it's because we are so accepting of the new age stuff and just the whole metaphysical side of spiritual awakening and everything, you know, and it's I like sitting back like grinning and thinking that people are actually, a lot of people are opening up to see that they are more than what they think they are.
Huh. Well, you know what? That's a good segue to my next article.
You're welcome.
About spiritual awakenings and stuff, because I found an article on a subject that I've been trying to learn more about, and that's binaural beats. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of binaural beats before?
I have. I've actually meditated to them and tried to astral project to them.
Well, in case anybody has not heard of binaural beats, because I've looked up stuff on Facebook, on YouTube, and I've got videos, and I've tried falling asleep to some binaural beats today when I got home from work, and it actually worked pretty well. But I was afraid I was going to fall asleep too deep and wake up at 10:30 tonight, so I had to take them off. But I found an interesting article about the explanation of binaural beats. It says, binaural beats are becoming one of the most popular tools for personal and spiritual development, reaching altered states of consciousness and having experiences that are out of this world. With these new tools that are easily accessible to everyone, it has never been easier to simplify your life and experience things that were once thought impossible. Discover this powerful brainwave entrainment tool today. Begin an exhilarating journey that will change your life forever. So what exactly are binaural beats? They are scientifically proven audios designed to entrain our brain waves to reach the most powerful frequencies of the human mind. They're able to influence the way that our brain resonates based on how our brain wave frequencies resonates. We're able to use these audios to experience anything we want. Deep states of meditation, the great night's sleep, vivid dreams, out-of-body experiences, enhanced physical abilities, creative insights, and other states associated with specific brainwave frequencies are all things that can be experienced on demand using its powerful tools. How does this technology work? Humans are not capable of hearing any sounds below 20 hertz. The most powerful brainwave frequencies are all above this range. Binaural beats work by playing two separate tones with a specific frequency in each ear. The frequency range between these two tones creates a third binaural tone, which is perceived in the mind. This perceived tone is what our brain resonates to. Say you want to improve your memory retention. It has been proven that the optimal brainwave frequency for improved memory is in the low alpha state around 9 hertz. This technology works by playing a bass tone at 200 hertz in your left ear and then playing a 209 hertz in your right ear. This creates a perceived tone of 9 hertz, which the brain then begins to resonate to after hearing it for a few minutes. Here is an example of the raw tones. Well, they play an example, which I can't really play right now because we're on the air, but here's some of the benefits of binaural beats. It's actually been proven that consistently using these brainwave entrainment audios improves the way we think. One example is that it promotes whole brain functioning, where both hemispheres of the brain synchronize and both work together. Also, practicing meditation with these audios for prolonged amounts of time allows your brainwaves to start resonating in the gamma frequency range, a higher state of functioning. Because of the state that everything we experience is dependent on our brainwaves, technology can be used for a wide variety of things. Just a few benefits of these powerful audios include mental clarity, relaxation, stress reduction, altered states of consciousness, more energy, sleeping aid, improved memory, metaphysical experiences, motivation, personal and spiritual development, overcoming depression, enhanced learning, and so much more. Is this technology safe? It may seem strange thinking about some audio sounds influence the way our brain functions, but don't worry, you have nothing to be afraid of. We go through all of the brainwave frequencies that they influence on a daily basis. They just allow us to access the exact frequency we want on demand, to keep our brain resonating there. But even though this is the case, there are a few people who should avoid using any type of brainwave entrainment. For more information on this, read, is this technology safe? Now, I got this, actually the article is on our website, but the website I got it from is called binauralbrains.com. And people can go down on there and check it out and click on the links and stuff, and they can learn more about binaural beats and how to get started with it.
Yeah, you actually, there's apps on your phone you can get. I know through the iPhone apps, I don't know what their Play Store. We got Play Store on Android, but you can actually download binaural beats, and it's got the different wavelengths. Like if you wanted to meditate, if you wanted to do astral projection, or just to like do a deep sleep, it gives you options on picking that. And it's very useful. My boys actually love it, and they love to fall asleep to that and my Native American pan flute music.
I think it's like I found some binaural beats on YouTube, listening to them. Like I said, I was listening to them today, but you hear the beats, but they also have music attached to it. So they have
it's
music
like
which is distracting me from the beats. So I don't know. If I just had to boop, 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 that'd be one thing, but they have this weird kind of like Indian music playing in the background and stuff. It's like, well, I don't want to hear that right now.
Yeah, well, a lot of people. Yeah, well, a lot of people are different, and a lot of people can't meditate to like. Well, I meditate to like, the the Native American flute music because they get distracted. But for me, I kind of get took to a place, you know, it kind of like gives me the surroundings I need to be in that kind of happy place, my meditation spot, but which I need to do. This year I've got to just let go and be back in that on my spiritual path like I was, because I feel like I'm like totally off of it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely it's tough to stay on the path and always keep straight down and not veer off.
Well, right now it's all like, you know, you just got through with Christmas, and, you know, and you get so busy. Like, I get busy with, like, everything. Just, you know, just stupid shit that I shouldn't even have to sit and think about. Like, I've gotten past the whole money thing. I don't have money. I don't care to have money, whatever. You know, I've got bills to pay. Who cares? So does everybody else. I'm not worried about that. It's just me slowing down. That's the part that I really need to focus on. Slowing down and meditating and take the time out to actually work on meditating more and just tuning in.
Yeah, that's what I need to do too. Get more in tune. I had started to, but then, like I said, we got distracted with Christmas and all that, all the other stuff that, you know.
It's so easy to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just that time of year. You don't have time to sit around and meditate when you have the shit you have to do. You can't, like, you know, you have to prioritize, you know.
Well, but what is
the
better priority? Right, but what is the better priority? You know, that's all materialistic things.
Well, I mean, I can't. Oh, sorry, I couldn't buy a Christmas present because I was out meditating. You know, it's not for myself. It's for, you know.
Yeah, but meditation is just not. It's just not about meditation. It's about slowing down and letting go of, like, petty shit, like, that you can't control, that you have worry about, and let control control you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Petty shit's still going to be there, you know, regardless if I'm meditating or not. So.
You're such a Debbie Downer, child. Anyhow.
No, it's just, I mean, I'm trying to let go of stuff, but, you know, this stuff doesn't let go of me. That's the problem. I'd love to let go of the bills and stuff, but they're still going to be there.
Yeah, they're going to be there. I mean, they're going to be there regardless. Even if you could pay them, they're still going to be there.
Always.
So why worry about it? Why do that? Anyhow. Anyway, we're going to move past that and say you need some feng shui in your life, that you need some meditation in your life. You need to let go, Ryan. I need to let go. I need to sit in a room with candles, naked in the middle of the room, and just let go. Moving on from that conversation.
I need to let go and you need to hold on. You know, real balance there. You don't give a shit about anything. I give a shit about too much. So we gotta kind of even it out a little bit.
Well, you know, I didn't used to be that way. I mean, I've always been the kind of, like, oh, who gives a shit, just let it go kind of person. But, like, behind closed doors, I'm worrying the hell. I'm like, oh my God, you know. But I got to the point where I let go.
That's what it is. I mean, it's one of those things. We have to worry about some stuff. I mean, that's just life. You can't just not worry about stuff. Don't let it overtake your life, you know?
I just don't worry about it. Fuck them. I mean, especially, I'm not even talking about finances right now. I don't want to even go as far as people. Yeah.
Well, you can't help what people do. That's, you know, that is like all those people at Christmas time acting the fool, trying to get fucking televisions and shit.
Or like
attacking
me
each other.
No, listen, or like me celebrating New Year's with my friends and getting snotty comments from my family about how they were celebrating New Year's at home with their family, no babysitter, not getting drunk, hashtag blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what?
You barely had time to get drunk.
Whatever.
Shit. You weren't there that long. You barely had time to get drunk.
I did get tipsy, but who gives a shit? At least I ain't popping pills and shit. Just saying.
Yeah. You weren't
Anyway.
even online for me to wish you Happy New Year's. You're already off.
I was in bed.
Yeah.
I'm a loser.
You are hardcore. Let me tell you what.
Anyway, but this is small town, Pound, Virginia, where you ain't got no damn life. You sit around and talk about everybody else. So, yeah. Anyway.
That was funny when you said, put on your Facebook post that you were going to go after women. I was like, holy shit, really? Fuck.
What?
When you told me that. Like when your friend posted, you had a picture or something, and your friend was talking about your cleavage showing up or something. And,
oh, yeah. Me and her were like that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, we joke around like that all the time because, like, all the rumors that's been started about me, that me and my one of my other friends is lesbian and her husband watches, and that I've slept with this person and that person and this person. I've slept with everybody, apparently. Yeah, it's called jealousy and envy. They need to let it go.
Hot. I mean,
yeah,
shit.
Especially if you see my tongue.
You've been lesbian in a few of my fantasies. I'll tell you that much right now. Woo!
That's funny.
You're pretty good at it too in my fantasies.
Peanut must be listening. Freako Rama. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna throw this off real quick because I found this and the top. Okay, this is the top 13 haunted houses, best and scariest Halloween haunted attractions of 2014. Because I'm still stuck on Halloween. I love Halloween. So I'm going to just throw them off really quick. The Pennhurst Asylum, that's in Spring City, Pennsylvania. You've got at number 2, the 13th Gate, that's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And then you've got number 3, the Netherworld in Atlanta, Georgia. You got number 4, the House of Torment, and that's in Austin, Texas. You got number 5, the Darkness in St. Louis, Missouri. Is that how you say that?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Whatever.
Louis.
Number 6,
Not Louise.
Erebus.
That's the girl's name.
Erebus, Pontiac, Michigan. Number 7, the Dent Schoolhouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Number 8, the Kersey Valley Spooky Woods. Ohio. Number 9, the Headless Horseman, Hay Rods, and Haunt. I'll have to go some of these. That's in New York. You probably get really cut in New York. What?
Huh? Well, that's just nothing. These
number
are all
10,
like
cutting
houses put on by people, right? These are
yeah,
like
some of them. But like some of them
not.
Some of them, right. They're just a mixture of both, but most of them is like haunted, like attractions.
Yeah.
Number 10, the Cutting Edge Haunted House, Fort Worth, Texas. Number 11, the Bates Hotel in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Number 12, the Bennett's Curse in Baltimore, Maryland. I want to go to Maryland.
I've heard of that one.
Number 13, 13th floor, Chicago, in Chicago, Illinois. So that's some of them, and then it keeps on going. But anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Well, 13 is a good number to end on for that particular list.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, there are a few of them that sound like they would be pretty cool to check out.
I know. You should see the pictures of them, though. I've got them. All this will be posted to our page, guys. And we are in chat tonight. I am all alone in chat.
Uh-oh. Guys, come on. She likes to get dirty in chat. She does. So they'll strip these for you.
I always said that on that one show.
It'll all be like, typing out striptease. So, it'll be fun. She gets really dirty in chat. She's very descriptive.
I said that on our Christmas show for the URN radio, and that one guy's like, because, you got children listening. Hey, tell me a child that listens to this show, except for Jake. Jake I totally, you're not a child to me, so you're a teenager, and your ears are already polluted.
He's got the porn stash going. Anyway, so he knows what's up.
Anyway,
he's got that mustache going. What children listen to it? If you let your children listen to this show, that was the URN show, not this show. That's different.
They're like,
put your children to bed.
Because listen, I talk like this around my children, so they know better to repeat it. And I mean, I don't censor myself for anybody, even for my pastures. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that chick on our YouTube page talking smack about the show.
No. Oh, so if you guys are, listening and want to know what Ron's talking about, that was a lady who made a comment on our YouTube, and it was the first interview with Pat Bussard. And on that and many other shows we've discussed hauntings, going in and investigating people's homes that might have a mental disorder. And, if anybody listened to the show and listened to us talk, you knew what we was talking about. This is something we have to do to look for when we go into investigation, because, it's just common sense to look for that when you go in. Yeah. And, we had talked about negative spirits or negative entities being attracted to people, or, more people with mental disorders because of their easy targets. And she had made the comment. I mean, she hadn't even listened to the whole show and just wanting to start bullshit in my eyes. But
half hour into the show, she's like, I got to cut this shit off.
Yeah. But anywho, I told her and then let it go. I ain't even looked at that.
I haven't looked at it. She's probably responded. I haven't looked at it yet.
It's just one of those people
that have the last word.
Exactly. Well, she's one of those people, and I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, but I will take up for the show. I mean, that's just something, because we did not say, making fun of people with mental disorders. Hello. I mean, that's stupid.
Well, I mean, see, that was when I was at my grandma's birthday party, so I wasn't on that part of the show. I came on it in the second hour, so I'm here in the conversation that occurred.
Yeah, I mean, it's on there. You can listen to it. I mean, it's just somebody that's wanting to. It's just somebody that wants to fight online and just stupid. Like, don't listen to the show if you don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, or just don't take one sample of the show and just think it's just the way it is. And I guess, but
definitely. Anyway,
whatever.
Okay, moving on from that.
Yeah, we don't need that bullshit.
No.
Man, so we've talked about binaural beats. Talked about spiritual awakenings. But how about we talk about a ghost child being spotted on a camera, feeding camera. One of those hunting cameras, you stick in a tree.
Yeah.
Actually put on our page. Yeah, the ghost child.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've seen this.
Do you think it's real?
No, I think it's bullshit.
What? The deer's looking right at it. I can see Rudolph looking right at the damn thing.
No, I think it's bullshit.
Fine. All right, we'll do the top. All right.
Sorry.
I see how it is.
Hey, you was being cynical on my inner peace shit. So I'm being cynical on the ghost girl on the trail cam.
All right, fine. Touche. I'm gonna ruin your inner peace. This is the top 10 news stories of 2013. So we're going back a year, but whatever. It's still relevant.
Yes.
Just a year older. than I thought it was, because I read the article wrong. This is top 10 news. This is from the Paranormal News Insider, paranewsinsider.com. Number 10, park rangers spot dreadlocked pygmies. Park rangers in an Indonesian national park claim there are 20-inch dreadlocked pygmies running around the park. Rangers actually spotted the pygmies on March 17th and again on March 20th and watched as they ran and hid behind trees. That's number 10. Number 9 is a mass UFO sighting over Detroit. Dozens of reports flooded into various television stations surrounding a triangle-shaped UFO that was seen back on January 10th. Other recent reports in Indianapolis and Miami showed a similar pattern in the sky. A MUFON representative appeared on a local Fox station and stated the explanation could be military or other, as of yet unreported aircraft. So far, no explanation has been found about this mass sighting. Similar sightings were also reported miles away in northern Indiana, describing the same lights. Number 8, OBE experiment. New research into out-of-body experiences demonstrates that simply using a video of a person and inserting a fake image of a heartbeat could be enough to trigger an experience. A group of scientists have created the experiment using virtual reality glasses that project an image of the back of a person with a simulation of glowing around the body that syncs with the person's heartbeat. In many of the tests, the person actually felt as though they were leaving their physical body and were closer to the virtual ones. This is hopefully just beginning of this type of experimentation, and it might just lead scientists to accept that consciousness may be non-local and not something that's generated in our brains. The results of these initial experiments will soon be published in the Association for Psychological Sciences journal, Psychological Science. Now, cattle mutilations, those are always fun. A rancher in Missouri has discovered 3 mutilated cows over the last 3 years and has exhausted most earthly explanations. She is now accepting that these deaths may have been caused by aliens. In 2011, Lynn Mitchell discovered one of her cows dead and then noticed the tongue missing. She then realized that other vital organs were also missing, including the female and reproductive organs. While she did not get an expert opinion on the first 2 cows, she quickly turned to a local veterinarian on the third, which occurred recently. The vet stated that there was no trauma involved, meaning that this was not intact of any sort, and the cuts seemed to be done with surgical precision. The local county sheriff's chief deputy also agreed that there didn't appear to be a wild animal involved in the kill. He also added that this could be anything from those involved in the cult to potential alien involvement. The oddest thing about this cow death is a burn mark in the grass that follows the outline of the cow. Another cow with similar burn pattern was also discovered in the United Kingdom. Other strange mutilations, including missing body parts, turned up recently in Colorado, Nebraska, and Idaho, and Argentina. Number 6, Russell Crowe's UFO. Back in March, this was a big news story when the UFO video was uploaded to YouTube from Russell Crowe. The video was really a series of photographs taken with time-lapse in the Royal Botanical Gardens area of Sydney, Australia. The photos, which were taken 4 years ago, show bright red light in the sky and a white light tower, and a white light lower at mid-tree level. Both blurry lines seemed to connect the two, and it wasn't long until the mystery was solved. The photos really showed the top mast of a passing sailboat. Sailboats are required to have lights at the top of their mast, and the lines are a perfect match for the rest of the rigging. Many speculate this release was in response to the lackluster push by 20th Century Fox for Crowe's latest film, Broken City, which has been out in the U.S. for over a month. Just made its debut in Australia. The film stars Mark Wahlberg and Russell Crowe and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Magical car accident priest is number 5. This was a story I did not initially cover when it happened because I felt the truth was not going to be as exciting as the final story. Yet this story gained so much attention that I felt it was necessary to talk about it during my show. During a head-on collision in Missouri, a young woman became trapped in her vehicle, and rescue workers tried feverishly to free her. Suddenly, a priest appeared out of nowhere and brought calm to the entire situation. Miraculously, the tools that had been malfunctioning suddenly worked, and the woman was in complete calm. As the workers turned to thank the priest, he was nowhere to be found. The road had been closed off for a half mile in each direction, and there was no way the man could have gotten there on foot. Divine intervention, a true miracle? Well, not really. Many of the so-called facts that happened during this event were reported incorrectly. Reverend Patrick Dowling parked less than 150 feet away from the accident and was one of many first responders on scene. Not only did he stick around after helping the woman, he talked to several personnel in the area and left his name with at least one of them. While this is a nice story, it is strange how it became more about believing in miracles and ghosts than about a real person being a compassionate human being. I think you actually did an article about this guy on a Supernatural News a couple weeks ago. The return and departure of Art Bell. After over a decade of being away from this show, it was announced that Art Bell would be returning to the airwaves in September. Art Bell left the popular Coast to Coast AM show back in 2002 and was last seen on air in 2010. Bell left the show due to family issues, but his new studio would be located in his home. Sirius XM Radio would host his new show on weeknights from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, which began on September 16th. The show was named Art Bell's Dark Matter and appeared on Sirius XM Channel 104. But on November 4th, rumors began to run rampant that Art had canceled his show on Sirius XM after only a few weeks on the air. This message followed a statement that said, "No new show tonight" on Art's Facebook for Dark Matter. Sometimes when you are all in, you win. Sometimes you lose. By mutual agreement, Dark Matter will no longer air as of tonight. The message was posted just prior to the show being live on Sirius XM's Indie channel at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I remember talking about that.
Yeah. But that was already back in 2013. Damn. Dr. Melba Ketchum's effort. This is number 3. The ongoing saga starring Melba Ketchum as in Adrian Erickson, along with his project, has been entertaining us for quite a while, and this story really began to unfold this year. The intense debate rages on over the publication of DNA information of a potential Bigfoot species by Dr. Melba Ketchum. She created a front for journal, De Novo Science Journal, and has self-published the information and is charging $30 to read the full article. She denied internet rumors that she utilized sources that were fraudulent, including one used as an April Fool's joke. This evidence has further verified that the information is more than likely faulty in one or more ways and does not help with the argument of whether Bigfoot actually exists. Number 2. There's a longer article, but it's just really long for the number 3. I'm skipping around. Sky noise. The number 1 paranormal news story of 2012 continued early in January of 2013. Evansville, Indiana residents heard several booms on January 7th and 8th. Authorities have no idea what the sounds are. Experts from meteorology, geology, police, Homeland Security, and other agencies are stumped at what the source of the noises is. Even earlier in January, there were mystery booms reported in Utah, California, and after a few days, the Air Force stated that they were doing ordnance testing and that weather conditions may have caused the sound far enough to explain the sounds. Mysterious booms have been reported for months near Guthrie, Oklahoma. No source has been determined, and the noise is said to be gaining strength and heard over a larger area. Jeffrey Bruin, a physicist based at the University of Evansville in Indiana, has commented on the state's ongoing investigation and said, "At this point, nobody seems to know. The geologists say it's not in the ground, and the Air Force says it's not in the air. The astronomers say it's not from space, so we're running out of options." Another long article, so going to number 1. The Brian Sykes DNA study. Brian Sykes, a professor of human genetics at Harvard University, conducted DNA analysis on several examples said to be of Bigfoot origin. Sykes has a good reputation in the science and genetics world, so all Bigfooters anxiously waited his announcement and publication of the evidence. Sykes appeared on television on November 17th on the National Geographic Channel. The show called Bigfoot the New Evidence publicly displayed his findings of some famous Bigfoot cases, the biggest of which was Sykes and his team have determined that Yeti hair connections point towards a brown bear and polar bear hybrid. The samples were compared to an ancient bear and found similarities. Sykes feels these hairs may be part of a new species of bear that are descendants of these ancient bears and are not related to current Himalayan bears. Lauren Coleman, who also appeared in the show, states that Sykes' findings may explain one of the 3 types of Yeti claimed to be seen in the Himalayan mountains, which I think we've discussed last time we did Paranormal News. Sykes also validated the Justin Smeja hair as a bear, despite the earlier claims of Melba Ketchum. Sykes also used real science to determine the reality of many other Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti claims. So that's just a sampling of the Paranormal News stories from 2 years ago, because apparently 2014 wasn't good enough for us. We have to go all the way back to 2013.
Wow. Well, with that being said, that's interesting. You know, it's funny how it's...
Go ahead. I was just saying maybe the 2014 article, the top 10 Paranormal News articles of 2014 have been compiled yet. So
I'm pretty sure it's going to be something like the same thing, but different experiences. It seems like, I don't know. Yeah. That's cool, though. Yeah. With that being said, I'm going to take us to break with a kick-ass song from Miwa. So don't be hating on. Okay. Yes. Let's take this break and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
And we are back. That
Wow.
was a little bit of In This Moment, Ryan.
Uh-huh.
Don't you like it?
I need like a
That's,
I don't know, a translator. But actually, what
I
that
did.
that was very relaxing music.
it
I
is.
feel the need to
It's
meditate
relaxing.
now. Mhm. Yeah, it's very.
The turn of pieces. My beautiful. Yeah, it's good. In This Moment's good. Anyway. I thought it was.
You're beautiful and sick like me. That's how I feel about you.
Beautiful and sick like me. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was funny because earlier. Yeah, earlier we was talking about me and Ryan was talking about the zodiac signs and how they was interpreted for psychic abilities. I know for me, I found an article on that. But Ryan, I'll let you go first with yours, and then I'll talk about the one.
You go first. You read. I'll go second. 'Cause I just read an article.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm totally gonna go right now.
I dare you. Go.
Watch me.
Go. I don't care. See if I can.
I'm going. I'm going.
All right. Do it.
Totally going.
Do it.
I'm willing.
All right. You bad girl.
I'm going. I've just got to find the damn thing.
Keep talking dirty. Oh, yeah. Zodiac signs, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Libra,
this is
baby.
an astrological... Okay, Ron.
Sorry.
This astrological guides your psychic powers. So by your psychic, it's like gives you your psychic powers by zodiac signs, and I'm just going to read mine, but this will be on our page for everyone to
yeah, but yours would be mine too, right?
Right. So
we'll have to take hours
Libra.
to be done with.
Hours. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
God.
Man, kind of be all selfish and shit, taking the psychological powers or whatever.
Okay, anyway, knowing the other better than yourself, your psychic ability is to read other people, to understand their motives, and to know what their next move will be even before they know.
Oh, I know you.
But this is a blind spot. It's a blind spot. It is the mirror. You do not know yourself well enough to see your own accomplishments in the correct light. You also lose your sixth sense when someone gets close to you. That's so freaking true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's us to a T. That's the Libra psychological power.
Psychic powers by your zodiac sign.
I don't know why I get psychological power. This has happened when we have 3 hours of fucking sleep. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, carry on.
Good God. I got my Starbucks double shot of energy drink here, so it's my drug to keep me awake for the final hour of the show. Let's see here. I found a article on the Native American animal symbols of the zodiac. We're talking about that stuff. I'm going to go list them all, and then you guys can go and read about your particular sign and what it means. I will read our sign, the Libra sign, because I want to. Let's see here, from January 20th to February 18th, that's the otter. Okay, so that's you. Look it up. From the wolf is February 19th to March 20th. The falcon is March 21st to April 19th. The beaver, April 20th to May 20th. The deer.
Remember, guys, where's your beavers?
May 21st to June 20th. The woodpecker. Pecker. 30 Indians. June 21st to July 21st. The salmon. July 22nd to August 21st. The Bear, August 22nd through September 21st. The Raven, the best one, September 22nd through October 22nd. What? This is what it says about our animal of choice here, Holly. The Raven is highly enthusiastic and a natural entrepreneur. The Crow is quite a charmer. That's us right there. We're definitely the charmers. But he or she doesn't have to work at being charming. No, we don't. We have to work at that. It just comes easily. Yeah, it does. Everyone recognizes the Crow's easy energy, and everyone turns to the Crow for his or her ideas. Duh, yeah. This is because the Crow is both idealistic and diplomatic and is quite ingenious. In nurturing environments like this Native American animal, its symbol is easygoing, can be romantic and soft-spoken. Further, the Crow can be quite patient and intuitive in relationships. Left to his or her own devices, the Crow can be demanding and the Snake, October 23rd to November 22nd. The Owl is November 23rd through December 21st. The Goose is December 22nd through January 19th. So those are the Native American zodiac signs.
I couldn't get back past the sexuality references of those names. I don't know. This is how bad I know I'm so immature and such a pervert. Woodpecker.
I got a woodpecker in my pants. What? Actually, I do, and it's fucking hurting. Oh, my God. What is a woodpecker down there? It's such a bad idea.
So I found it. A good friend of mine, Chris, he actually posted it on our Black Mountain page, and I had to share it on the freaking awesome page, because apparently a family of Sasquatches, a traffic camera photo at ADOT causes buzz in Bigfoot world. So that's ADOT's Alaska, right? Or Arizona?
Probably whatever.
Arizona.
I'm not fucking sure what ADOT is.
Arizona. So
Arizona.
It looks like elephants from
Alaska,
here.
Arizona, it's the same thing, right? Pretty much.
Right, but they have to do like
practically
ADOT
the same thing.
And like ASDOT. ASDOT.
ASDOT.
Anyway, I'm not even going to read the article, or should I? Nah.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just going to
we have a 2-hour show to kill. What the hell?
Anyway, like I'm going to just, there's 2 pictures, and it's from the cameras from the red lights, and you see what looks like a bunch of
red light district. Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, but why the hell would they come out on the highway like that?
Fucking hitchhikers.
Bigfoot needs a ride.
Shit.
But
yeah,
anyway,
they want to go. They need to go in town for a pack of smokes or something. Damn, fucking Bigfoots.
But anyway, yeah, I wanted to mention that, and that'll be up on our page to look at. And real quick, I wanted to add too, because me and Ryan both watch these videos on YouTube. If you guys are very interested in learning more about like astral projection, astral traveling, lucid dreaming, all that, like there is this kick-ass little, and it's funny. Like, I mean, if you're like me or like Ryan, we're not like, give me numbers and screw that shit. I'll look at you like you're the dumbest person on earth because I don't get it. But give me a little cartoon guy, tell me how things work, then that's so much easier. But no, this channel is pretty kick ass, I think. You can look it up.
Channel?
Yeah. It explains like different things like chakras, lucid dreaming, astral travel, all that. And then there's also a channel called Lucidology. And it's really good about if you're really trying to tune in, an astral travel or astral projection, more into that. It gives you techniques, which I still haven't really got to master because I can't freaking keep myself from falling asleep. Either that or I get to the whole something part and I just lose it. I don't know why. And it seems like the only time that I can do this is when I'm not trying to do it.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's hard, but people distracting you too. if people are knocking on your doors and like trying to get your attention, you're like, I'm just trying to get this done, because you never know when if you're gonna have the right amount of time. The only time I know I'm gonna have the exact amount of time to get what I need to get done is when I'm going to bed. Because I know nobody's going to bother me. So if I try to do it in the afternoon, I might get a phone call. I might get, I might have my sister come in, or Rihanna, my daughter, might come in. So
they say the best time to do it is in the mornings, and that's the same thing with meditation too. Because of course, when you try to meditate at night and when you try to astral project at night, that's when I try to do it. I end up falling asleep.
Yeah. But yeah, unless you don't really have time to. But I don't have time. You have time. I don't really have time to do it in the morning. I have to get up and go to work. Maybe in the
I
weekend
can't do it in the morning. I mean, I could do it in the morning, but I can't. No, I can't. There ain't no way. At least I'm like an old lady. I got to be in bed like at 9 o'clock.
You fall asleep 2 in the morning without your coffee. I know
I'm like, I have to be up at usually 6 in the morning. So by that time, I'm like, yeah, coffee.
Yeah, lots of coffee.
A cup of coffee. I totally missed the gym today. I feel such like a fat ass.
What? Huh? What? Did you work out? What did you do?
I didn't go to the gym today.
Well, I didn't go to the gym either.
I didn't. I'm premenstrual, so I'm like, ooh.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That's a good excuse.
I'm sorry if guys are listening and they don't want to hear this shit. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just for real. Okay, women do have periods and it happens monthly. Screw you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. I mean, it's just part of nature. It's fucking nature, yo.
It's like that one graphic I've seen on Facebook. It's got Xena on it, and she's like, I do not PMS. That's me.
Who's that?
Josh, quit bragging, okay? Josh is bragging that he went to the gym today. He's got, massive arms, I'm telling you. He's like, whoa.
Oh. Well, that's nice of Josh.
I know.
And his massive arms.
He does. Anyway. Josh went to the gym today. I'm a loser.
Awesome. I missed the gym today.
I missed the gym, I went last Thursday, I think.
I went on Saturday to the gym. I pretty much took all of December off because I was being lazy.
Well, okay, so I know you've got some articles on here talking about lucid dreaming and stuff. I want to hear about them articles.
Let's see. Let me find the articles here in my vast library of articles. What is lucid dreaming? Scientifically proven. Can anyone learn to lucid dream or on demand? How long does it take? What else can they use dream control for? I'm sure you have plenty of questions about lucid dreaming, and this article aims to answer them all. Welcome to my quick start guide to lucid dreams. What is lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is the ability to consciously direct and control your dreams. It transforms your inner dream world into a living alternate reality. Everything you see, hear, feel, taste, and even smell is as authentic as real life. Lucidity occurs during altered states of consciousness when you realize you are dreaming and the brain switches into waking mode inside the dream. In normal dreams, your self-awareness is shut down. That's why they often feel fuzzy and distant. But when lucid, the unconscious brain wakes up during sleep. This is a safe and natural state. It is not a literal out-of-thought experience because you are always asleep in bed. If you want to, you can wake yourself up. When you become lucid, your senses become alive. You can explore the inner workings of the unconscious mind with total freedom. Is lucid dreaming scientifically proven? Tibetan monks have used dream control for more than 1,000 years. In a philosophy called dream yoga, it is certainly not a new phenomenon. However, the modern term lucid dreaming was not created until the 1800s by the passionate dream researcher Marquis de Hervé de Saint Denis. That's a long name. The concept of lucid dreams became popularized by Celia Green in the 1960s, who pointed out the scientific potential of self-awareness in dreams. He was first to make the link with both REM sleep and false awakenings. The first scientific evidence of lucid dreaming was produced by the British parapsychologist Keith Hearne in 1975. He did it by catching eye movement signals from his volunteer, Alan Worsley, in a lucid dream state in laboratory conditions. But Hearne's research slipped under the radar of the mainstream science, Stanford University, who became famous for replicating this experiment and formally publishing his findings. A prolific lucid dreamer himself, Stephen LaBarge, founded the Lucidity Institute in 1987, explored the question, what is lucid dreaming? His mission is to research the nature and potential of consciousness in dreams, a riddle that may one day offer considerable advances in our understanding of the human mind. Now, I guess you're wondering, can anyone lucid dream? Yes, I believe so. We all have dreams, whether we remember them or not. So I think we all have the capacity to dream, become conscious within them. Children have reported lucid dreams, and certain medications for degenerative conditions like Parkinson's disease can cause lucid dreams. Age and even cognitive ability appear not to factor into the equation. Having a lucid dream is not actually all that hard into the right mechanism. Research shows that everyone will have at least one lucid dream in their lives, just by accident. And to have lucid dreams on demand, all you have to do is get into the habit of recognizing the dream state. There are many ways you can achieve this habitual recognition, such as meditation, self-hypnosis, visualization, reality checks, dream herbs, dream journaling, and mnemonic techniques. You can practice one or all of these methods during the waking day or just before you fall asleep in order to plant the seeds of lucidity. It's up to your unconscious mind to trigger you during sleep. It can sometimes appear elusive at first, but this unconscious programming gets easier over time. And one study found that committed students of lucid dreaming were able to have their first lucid dream on average between 3 days and 3 weeks. That first taste of lucidity usually provides all the motivation you'll need to continue your mental training long term. What is lucid dreaming good for? Good question. At first, many people are drawn to the idea of lucid dreaming for the escapism it offers. In your virtual reality dream world, you can realistically fly over cities, meet your favorite celebrity in the flesh, or become a ninja assassin. It's way more realistic than daydreaming or playing your favorite video game. But once you get over the immediate novelty value, you understand that lucid dreaming has many personal growth applications such as creative problem solving, increasing your creativity, facing your fears, improving your confidence, practicing new skills, developing your sense of self, exploring your unconscious mind. Robert Wagner tackled the intriguing latter point in his book, Lucid Dreaming, Gateway to the Inner Self. He introduces new ways to explore your lucid dreams and how to use them for communicating with the inner self. Sorry, that was a mouthful. All that isn't appealing to personal development enthusiasts, I don't know what is. Lucid dreaming is a powerful psychological tool and an enlightening experience. As beginner, intermediate, or expert, wonder or not, I guess that's a lucid dreamer exploration, like astronaut. It's ONEIRONAUT. So one aeronaut. Hope you find this website and its complete guide to lucid dreams useful and your personal quest for self-awareness in the unconscious dream world. and this is www.worldofluciddreaming.com. Awesome.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. You know, back when I was having my experiences for the first time, I had no idea what was going on. And, you know, I had really, do a lot of searching because I wasn't sure on, when it first started happening to me, how to put in the information into Google or wherever I was searching from. And the only thing that I could, do was, search some of the symptoms I was having, and one of them was the vibration of the bed, but I call it bed shaking. So, of course, bed shaking led to the whole there's a demon in your bed or whatever and all that other stuff, which I didn't believe because, of course, I had already had some information on the paranormal. And then as I got more into it, and then with what was happening to me, I kind of started putting things together, and as I researched more into it, finally figured out it was me having, going into the astral plane.
But do you think your conscious mind woke up during your dreams?
I think that no, I think you're conscious when you're astral projecting, because
but that's not.
But
that was lucid. Is lucid dreaming the same thing as astral projecting?
You think lucid dreaming is more like meditation?
I think lucid dreaming. I think lucid dreaming is actually in your head. You can control your dreams. Astral projecting is your spirit leaving your body and going out to just explore the world.
Well, it's your spirit going out of your body.
In your head.
It's not right. It's not. Shit. It's you're open to all these other planes, these parallel dimensions. You're able to travel through those or whatever. Now, when you're still in your conscious body, or whatever, then you're not able to do that. But meditation,
but
lucid dreaming.
Lucid dreaming, is that dreams or is it astral projection? Or is astral projection lucid dreaming?
To me, it's two. I think it's two the same. Honestly, to me.
Because I always thought that astral projection is the fact you're lying there, and your soul or whatever projects itself into the world. It can go anywhere. It can see. You can go to your friend's house and watch him on the computer.
You can. Right.
But lucid dreaming is not that. Lucid dreaming is your own dreams. It's in your mind.
But a lot of people believe that
you can control your dreams.
Right, that when you dream, you are actually having experiences with those people that you interact with. Because, there's some... It's weird because the lucid dreams that I've had, that I know that I've had now, that looking back on it, that I knew now it was a lucid dream, or maybe some kind of, astral travel, and I can't remember it, because a lot of times we have dreams we can't remember. A lot of times we travel and don't remember it. But I've had them interactions with spirits like that and not realize it. Until later on, we're putting pieces. I don't know, but we're going to have a specialist on here next month, and I'm excited about it. And she will explain all this stuff to us.
Yeah, because it's just guesswork on our part. As far as if it's the same thing or not. It's a good discussion.
It is. And yeah. But I'm excited about learning more about it. I love documentaries. I love documentaries. What I was watching earlier about the red planet, Mars and shit. Really into
Mars and shit. Fucking Mars and shit.
I'm ghetto like that, okay?
Yeah, bitch. Fucking hell yeah. Talking about Mars, you're gangster astronomer. What? Wiki.
That's funny.
So what you learn about Mars, yo?
Well, nothing that I didn't already know. It's just it was a documentary on the History Channel about there being life on Mars and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
Well, what I think about there being a show about Mars and the History Channel, I think it's fucking stupid. What the hell would a History Channel have a show about Mars
on Mars.
Again, what's that to do with history? Nothing. Put it on Discovery. How do I feel about life on Mars?
Yeah. Do you think there's life on Mars or any other planet, or what do you think?
Well, I mean, I don't know about like aliens, but it could be microbial life forms on Mars, I guess.
You know what I'm curious?
But I don't really. What?
Okay, so what if they are life on other planets, but it's just a parallel dimension? Things that, you know what I'm saying? Like, say if we was going into astral travel, if somebody wanted to travel to Mars, you can totally do that. Or what does these people see when they go up there? I know.
Well, then again, if you actually travel to Mars and you go up there and say, oh, my God, there are people up there, you know, what does that prove? Nothing, because it's astral projection, and you can't prove what you saw.
Right,
you
but
know?
The thing with astral projection, too, is that you can go through different dimensions of these parallel dimensions. You know, I'm just saying. It's just a theory.
It's a cool personal experience and stuff, but you know, if someone told me that they actually projected and saw green men on Mars, you know, I'd probably have to be like, okay, and not really put much stock into it, you know, unless you experience it yourself. It's stuff you have to experience for yourself in order to understand it.
Right. I know I had a client, her dad astral traveled like most of his life, and he kept journals. I've talked about it before, but his journals got burned up in a house fire, and I said, man, I would love to have those journals. I love just listening to people's stories and stuff and learning from my own. I've seen some creepy shit.
Well, yeah. And being in this field, I'm more likely to listen to what people are saying. I'm not saying I'll believe it, but I'm more likely to give them the time of day than other people would.
Well, there's a lot of... true. But there's also a lot of whack jobs in our field, too.
Yeah. I know just because someone said they actually projected themselves doesn't mean I'm be like, oh, shit, really? You know?
Yeah.
I still take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, unless you really know that person and trust them and know that they don't have issues.
True. And plus, that's the thing. You know they don't have issues, but it's easy. I don't know how easy it is to mistake a dream for actual projection.
Right.
You know, unless you know, if sword seeing or remote viewing, unless you can prove it and say, this is what I saw, this is what you were doing, and the person was doing that.
Right.
But, you know, if you're like, if you said I flew in my astral projection, I flew to Hawaii and I saw the volcano, okay, well, you really can't prove you did that. You know, unless you can point out like a flower or something you saw and you get an image of the volcano and the flowers right there. But then again, you can always look that up on the internet too, so it's really hard to prove.
Right.
There's also, like I said, it's still a good personal experience.
I don't care.
You know.
I mean, honestly, I don't care if anyone believes me. Everybody can kiss my ass. I don't know what I've went through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, people
but,
are fucking defensive. Jesus.
You know, but, you know,
anyway, nobody believes you when you say shit?
No, I mean, you know, I don't really care. I mean, I'm not saying they don't. I mean, I know people, anyone who knows me and I talk about it, they're like, you know, Holly's for real because she don't usually, you know, she's not like, yeah. Anyway.
Well, I believe you.
I'm just saying.
People don't believe you, it don't matter.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't care. I don't give a shit what people think. They can kiss my ass.
Yes.
Sorry, people.
Yes, and
I'm real.
I would gladly kiss your ass or smack it. Actually, yeah, smack it would be a lot more fun.
There's all kinds of people. I was going to say you'd have to be in line for that one.
In line? No.
Well, you'd be one in line for that one, because you've got Dennis and you've got Kevin.
Oh man, I've lost my touch.
What kind of article you got for us next?
Let's listen to some audio daily doubles. I found some stuff on YouTube about haunted locations around the state. I think I'll play some of these for you, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah, this was actually I guess news, like part of, I think it's Hampton Roads, their news station or something. It's just especially done on Halloween around certain buildings or houses in Virginia, in the Tidewater area of Virginia. So this is around Hampton Roads, Yorktown, Williamsburg area.
Cool.
Here's the first one.
I'm John Corstein. Join me as we learn about one of the oldest brick homes in North America and how one man's home wasn't really his castle.
Along Route 617 in Surrey County, just northwest of Smithfield, Virginia, there stands in all its grandeur one of the oldest brick homes in English North America. Built in 1665, the castle was originally named for Nathaniel Bacon, the leader of the rebels who revolted against Governor Berkeley in 1676. The castle was said to be actually taken over by Bacon's men during the revolt. For over 300 years, generations have been passing down the haunting tales of yesteryear. Sightings of flaming red cannonballs that shoot across the fields at night, to tragic love stories that still linger among the large grove of oaks that surround the mysterious castle. One of the legends that surrounds Bacon's castle took place in the 1800s. It concerns a young girl who was forced to meet her true love in secret due to her father's disapproval. It is said that when the young girl returned home late one evening, she lit a candle to help guide her way while ascending a staircase that led to her room. The girl tripped, and her long, beautiful hair caught fire from the candle's flame. The young girl then ran through the field and desperately tried to reach her sweetheart, but by the time she found him, she was burned so badly, it is said that she died in his arms. George Eliot once said, "What greater thing is there for two human souls to feel that they are joined, to strengthen one another, to be at one with each other, in silent, unspeakable memories, or perhaps in this case, still contained behind the walls and surrounding fields of Bacon's Castle." Halloween haunts are produced for iTunes by WHRO and WHRV.
That's the first one. Here is number 2.
I'm John Corstein. Join me as we learn about one of the most haunted bed and breakfasts in Williamsburg that comes complete with its very own ghost named Lizzie.
The Edgewood Plantation Bed and Breakfast boasts a dramatic history as church, the ancestral home of 2 presidents, and a signal post for the Confederate Army to spy on General George McClellan's Union Army. Constructed in 1849, the Edgewood Plantation is one of several haunted plantations in the Williamsburg area. Heard by generations of occupants, the owners call her Lizzie the Friendly Ghost. Lizzie Rowland lived at the plantation and was said to have waited by her window for her fiancé's return from the Civil War. Lizzie sat at her window for so long, waiting patiently, that she carved her name in the window's glass, an etching that still remains today. Halloween haunts are produced for iTunes by WHRO and WHRV in Norfolk, Virginia.
I'm John Corstein. Join me and discover how one woman spirit of Fort Eustis liked to rap for the oystermen of Nels Creek.
There is a small sheltered cove where the waters of Nels Creek feed into the James River. Long ago, Nels Creek once took great pride as a haven for tidewater oystermen. Local legend has it that this particular creek was named after a young woman named Nell. It has been reported through the generations that she fell in love with a man described as a straggler, and that her father strongly objected to such a union. Nell's father threatened that if she disobeyed him and went against his wishes and married the man, he would kill her and bury her along with all his money. Despite the warning, Nell ran off with her lover, and her father lived up to his threat. He killed her and buried her with all of his life savings at a point or near the creek beneath two large oak trees. Since the 1880s up until the 1930s, Nell frequently reappears mostly through the psychic manifestations of knockings or rappings to the area oystermen on their boats. The locals believe that there is money buried somewhere in the vicinity of Nels Creek. No one has heard from Nell in a number of years. She was a friend to the oystermen for half a century, but when the military took over Fort Eustis, the knockings and rappings finally ceased. Perhaps Nell's spirit was finally at peace, leaving behind an astounding legend and one man's life savings buried in an unmarked grave, still awaiting to be discovered. Halloween haunts are produced for iTunes.
And we have one about Shirley Plantation.
I'm John Corstein. Join me as we learn about a picture that's really worth 1,000 words and about one family member that continues to hang around.
On historic Route 5 in Charles City County, between Williamsburg and Richmond, there lies on the James River one of the oldest and most beautiful plantations. The Shirley Plantation has been passed down through the Hill Carter family for 11 generations. Perhaps one of the most intriguing legends of Shirley Plantation revolves around not only a former resident, but a mysterious family member who is lovingly referred to as Aunt Pratt. A new generation moved into the house and decided to redecorate. Aunt Pratt's portrait was taken down and placed up in the attic and forgotten. Strange, unexplained sounds continued to come from the attic, yet none of the family members could summon the courage to check on Aunt Pratt in the attic. The family gave in to the unexplained disturbances and brought the portrait of Aunt Pratt back downstairs and hung her back in her rightful place. The noises ceased. Amongst the grape arbors and beautiful landscaping, the presence of Aunt Pratt continues to roam. Her gaze can sometimes be seen through the window of the room where her portrait is displayed today. The 400-year-old tree that still stands strong and tall perhaps represents the Carter Hill family's strength in maintaining and reserving a history for generations to come. Halloween haunts are produced for iTunes by WHRO and WHRV in Norfolk, Virginia. Happy haunting.
So, hopefully, you're back on.
Yeah, I'm here. I got kicked.
Okay. Jeez. It said you're not connected anymore. Oh, fuck. I was about to hang up my phone and call in. I put my phone up to my ear now. I wasn't sure because I was like...
Yeah, I'm
okay,
here.
good.
It kicked me. I don't know why.
Okay. All right, one more of these little things to listen to here.
I'm John Corstein. Join me as we discover a story of how one Confederate soldier mended his ways and how the ghost of a young Yankee drummer boy helped him march to a beat of a different drum.
Old Town, located in Portsmouth, Virginia, seems to be the host of hauntings and paranormal activity. It has become known as a fascinating, well-preserved haven of some of the most elegant early American architecture in the nation. Long ago, a man by the name of Mike Hardy took up residence in Old Town. Mike fought the Confederates in the Civil War and was often known as a swaggering braggart. Mike found great joy in the boasting about how many Yankees he had killed during the war. Yet there was one man in particular that Mike Hardy could not erase from his memory. The young man was said to be a drummer boy that he had shot in the back. Some years later, as the tale goes, Mike was passing by St. Paul's Church when he suddenly felt the urge to drop to his knees on the church steps and pray for forgiveness. Mike Hardy became startled as he was interrupted with a voice from behind. The voice said, "I have long forgiven you for what you did to me." The apparition disappeared, and Mike Hardy quickly changed his ways and became an upstanding citizen in Old Town. While Mike lay on his deathbed, his doctor asked him why he had no fear of death. Hardy only smiled. Because it is said that he saw the young drummer boy near his bedside, waiting to take him away. Halloween Haunts are produced for iTunes by WHRO and WHRV.
So, yeah, that was just a little sampling of haunted locations on this side of the state.
That's awesome. I'm going to tell you, I found this article on a clothing store that features an 18th century haunted well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a New York City outpost. Yeah, it's a New York City outpost of clothing store. It has a 200-year-old well tucked into the men's department. The structure is a remnant of the building's 18th century past, and it's where a woman's strangled body was discovered in 1799. So that's interesting. I posted it for everybody to see. But
wells always seem to have women thrown in them. There are never any men thrown into wells. Usually a woman being thrown up in there.
But in the men's section, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, besides the whole, strangled woman part, that part's not that funny. I mean, no, I guess not. Strangled women, not the funniest thing in the world.
I mean, I don't get why everybody thinks just because you got strangled somewhere, you're going to stay there. I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, would you want to stay in the well? I wouldn't want to stay in the well.
No.
I found an article. It's nothing to do with paranormal, but it's about beer, different kind of spirits. It's hang on, I got to put my fucking birthday in this website. Apparently I can't go onto the website without being 21. Type in my birthday here, 1977. Not 1877, nope. It's not 1377. There we go. Go. Okay. The Miller High Life Girl on the Moon. She's one of the most famous advertising icons of the past century, yet she remains an enigma. The Miller High Life Girl on the Moon has come to represent both the brand and the company that created her. Beer drinkers had their first taste of Miller High Life beer on December 30th, 1903. Perhaps its proximity to New Year's led to its being called the champagne of bottled beer, now the champagne of beers. Soon after its release, the beer was advertised with a drawing of a woman in what looked like a circus costume, standing on a wooden crate, holding a tray of High Life beer. Her whip and tall hat resembled a circus trainer or a ringmaster. In 1907, a change was made to the Miller Lady that created an enduring icon for the brand. She was placed on a crescent moon, complete with a whip and a bottle in her outstretched arm. Now that's kinky. A fucking girl with a bottle of beer, a glass of beer, and a whip. That's hot. According to company legend, A.C. Paul, Miller's advertising manager, was alone in the North Woods of Wisconsin, lost by one account, when he had a crystal clear vision of the High Life Girl perched on the crescent moon. It was not known as exactly how his vision became the actual girl on the moon shown in Miller advertising. Over the years, different branches of the Miller family have claimed various ancestors as the model, but none have been proven to be that lady. Recent research by family members of Illinois artist Thomas Holmes has turned up promising leads regarding his work in this area. Because of grain shortages in World War II, in 1944, Miller Brewing Company President Elise John eliminated every brand except High Life, cut the advertising budget, and pulled Miller out of 17 states. Consumers rewarded this decision by choosing Miller over cheaper beers, and it confirmed Miller's reputation for quality. At this same time, the appearance of the middle girl in the moon was changed to a woman facing forward, looking directly at the consumer. The later girl in the moon disappeared from Miller High Life bottles and cans for a while, but was brought back in 1998 and it was remained there ever since. So,
wow.
In case people were wondering about the story behind the woman on the moon on Miller High Life, that's a little short synopsis on that particular legend.
Wow. So you you had looked up the difference between lucid dreaming and astral projection. What was the difference?
I went to Yahoo Answers, and these aren't obviously these are just regular people answering the questions, but it's let me see what the best answer is. This is the one. There's explanation that covers it. They aren't at all the same thing. The idea of an astral projection would be that you actually leave your physical body. Lucid dreaming is just being aware you are dreaming, which means you may be able to control the dream. So astral projection is you leave your physical body, and then lucid dreaming is you're dreaming, and you can change the dreaming. You can change your dream, or you can interpret it and talk to yourself and get to know yourself better, your inner self better. Your subconscious stuff.
Listen, I'm excited about our first. I think it's February the something. The first week of February.
February the something. Write that down. That's February something.
February the 2nd. We're gonna have Dr. Lauren. God, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. I'm afraid I'm gonna say it wrong. Cielo.
Then she'll be all pissed off at us, and then Cielo.
Yeah, she's from San Diego. She's the creator of Golden Rose Psychic Services in San Diego, California. And
wow, we're going across country now, baby.
We are. She has clients and students in 20 countries worldwide. She's made recent appearances with George Norrie of Coast to Coast AM Radio. She does a lot of YouTube videos. She's a clairvoyant healer. She also teaches and guides people through the Golden Rose Psychic Services. But I had saw a video actually of her talking about astral traveling, and I was like, I'd love to have her on as a guest to talk about it. So I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Well, that's definitely something we need to talk about more when we get closer to the to that date, so we can remind people to tune in on February something. Just kidding, February 2nd. But in the meantime, we have our anniversary show coming up in 2 weeks.
We do.
Yes. So that's exciting. And we're planning on having a whole bunch of people on our show that night, for sure.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, we're gonna throw down. It's our year anniversary show, and so hopefully we'll be able to get some people on to talk to us and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I've been on this show since July. So it's July, August, September, October, November, December, January. God, it's 7 months.
Do what?
7 months.
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot. It's been a long time. Yeah, 6 months? Been on the show? Is that 6 months? I don't know. I can't keep track.
Let's see, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. It's 6 months.
Oh, shit. I've been on it the whole time. I've had 3 different partners. I've loved every one of them. Kristen was awesome. Amber was awesome. You know.
He has a lot of partners, just saying. He said it, I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like the slut of Blog Talk Radio. Yeah. I'm the slut of the URN network. Hey.
Gigolo.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
That's okay.
Hopefully we'll be able to get Amber and Kristen to come on the show and maybe host with us.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I've never got to meet them, so yeah.
Hopefully we'll get them to come on and talk. Even just, you don't have to host with us. Just come on and just, hang out.
Yeah, for sure. To talk about all that fun stuff. So next week, are we going to try to have Twisted Paranormal on?
We're gonna actually have them on February the week after Lauren.
Okay. So next week we will have a group on, interviewing a group.
Yes.
We just got to find that group.
So if you're a group you want to come on the show, message us. We won't fight very hard, anyways. We are very gentle with our guests.
Yes, and we're freaks. So.
Yes, we are. But we can keep our freakiness in tow if we have to. We can fake it.
We do. We can be serious.
We can fake it to make it.
Beaver.
We can be very serious. Very
Beaver.
Freaking serious.
Woodpecker.
About the paranormal. Woodpeckers in my pants. Not a good idea.
Beaver.
Beaver.
That's funny.
I'm not sure I enjoy having my ears plugged into my earbuds when I'm talking on the phone. It just feels weird. Kind of like it better just talking to you like this.
How are you doing it? Are you not doing it direct connect from the computer? Oh, you can't.
No, I have it plugged in. I have the earplugs plugged into my phone. Well, I had them plugged into my phone. But when it went off, you got cut off. I was like, oh shit. So I unplugged my earphones and I was gonna call the Blog Talk thing because I wasn't sure because it said we got disconnected. I'm like, well, are people even hearing us?
Yeah, they were because it gives me an option of yeah. Oh no, that's never happened to me before on that like that. My brother's home, so he's probably on World of Warcraft.
Oh shit! Okay, I gotcha.
Wow, have you ever played World of Warcraft?
I've heard of it. I haven't played it before. I've always been interested in getting into it.
I love role-playing games.
I like role-playing, but, I like role-playing in the bedroom.
I had an Elven Hunter on there forever.
So you play it?
Yep.
Oh. Do you still play it or no?
No. It's hard for me to play it with having 3 kids and still, even when they're in school, I'm babysitting another one. But I love playing it. It's a great game. And, I used to play with other people.
Does it cost money to play?
It does. It's like $15 a month.
Really?
But it's cool. Yeah, but you got to buy the games too and the expansions. So, but it's a fun game. It's really fun. It really is because it's online and you get to bring in your friends and you can do stuff together like in a guild and so yeah, I'm partnered.
But it's hard. But don't you have to know people to get on there and become
Well, you don't have to
part of
be
a guild.
in a guild.
I mean, you have to
You don't have to, but
with your headphones on and shit.
No, you can type. Sometimes people just come up to you and invite you to their guild for the hell of it because they need it for a rep thing. But it's fun. You get horses and you get quests and go out and do stuff and level up and it's fun.
Well, I mean, I've always been interested in trying it out, but I don't know if I want to pay all the money.
Well,
but then not want to go out and see sunshine because I'm in my room with cheese puffs and cheese doodle dust all over my face and my white beater and my fucking tidy whities, beer belly, not shaving, hair everywhere.
It's addictive. A lot of
Oh
people
my
get
God.
sucked into the games like that, and EverQuest,
Cool.
people really get sucked into them. But anyway,
of course,
the
I'm like
show
this really
is not-
hot guy, like really awesome guy in World of Warcraft, but in real life, I'm just like this really fat
exactly.
blonde. So,
Exactly.
I got hooked
Anyway.
on Farmville. It was like, fuck.
My
I gotta
mom
get my cross.
on that shit. It's my mom. I'm like, Mom, oh my God.
That shit's
Anyway.
free. So I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry.
We want to thank everybody for
We went
listening
on
to the show tonight.
Oh yes.
And
It's almost over.
yeah, we got like less than 60 seconds. So get that shit out of your mouth and get it straight.
My shit comes out my ass. Thank you very much.
Get it some movie. Anyway,
Thank
thanks
you
everybody.
very much for coming on this, for listening to us talk about pretty much whatever. And you did a good job. I'm very proud of you. Way to go, Holly. Way to go.
Way to go, Ryan. Way to
Thank
go.
you. Thank you. Wow. We want to thank our freaks very much for listening to the Freaking Awesome Paranormal Show, where we aim to keep your world as freaky as possible. Please tune in next Monday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk to a random group. We don't know who yet, but I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Freaking awesome.
Freaking
And
awesome.
we are off.
We only let freaking awesome people come on our show.
Exactly.
If you're not freaking awesome, get the fuck out. That's what I say. That's what I say.
Well, that's what
That's how we roll. Yo. Hey, I think we did pretty good. If I do say so myself. You know, me having 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah.
We did it. Yay.
We did it. Hey.
Now we got to figure out who we can have on our group next week, on our show next week.
Yes, we do.
We just put up an article, a fucking notice and see if anybody wants to come on and squawk and talk about their group and stuff.
Yeah.
We should,
well,
they can come to us.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, we do enough work already. Shit.
I'm gonna send over. I gotta email them the stuff from Lauren's assistant that she sent to me. So
what we can and can't talk about.
Actually, here I'll just bring it up. Or should I? I shouldn't. Should I? No.
Well, probably
Yep,
not. Not while we're on air. No.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that.
You can't be too.
Anyway.
You can't be too careful. I want to see if you can have the show for the whole hour, or if it's just going to be, or 2 hours, or it's just going to be an hour. Because if we're restricted,
I
probably
think
won't
it'll be 2 hours.
Really? Well, shoot. Well,
I'll look.
She's a good talker.
I don't know.
I'm trying to mention what we couldn't talk about with her, though. I mean, I wouldn't have any bad questions. I don't have any questions.
Well, it's not
anyways.
that. I think that's people. I think it's just something for her to go by because people do get scrutinized in the paranormal field, especially the psychic part of it, from people who are very religious, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. And they want.
You never know who's. You never know who's going to invite you.
Not walking into a trap or something.
Exactly.
We're just getting on. Oh well, shit. So you think this and blah 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 blah.
Right.
Oh yeah, I can see that. They don't know us from Adam. Of course, if she listens to our show, she realizes we're not a religious group.
No, she's gonna realize that these people are a bunch of freaks, and I like them.
Yeah. What the fuck did I get myself into?
She'll be saying that afterwards.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, so lit.
So yeah, exactly. But you have given our our listeners enough warning. They'll definitely tune in, listen to Lauren. Is her name? Their name Lauren, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren. I gotta message her on Facebook and get her to pronounce her name for me. Or I can get on one of these YouTube videos and see what it is. I don't want to say it wrong because I say it real country and it's bad enough when I say it.
Country. See it all country-like. Countrified. Country.
Yeah. Like I ain't got no
Pure
sense.
country. Country. Oh, my goodness. Country. See, now I'm just not just being stupid. This is what happened in the VIP room. The after party, as they say. Ain't no party like a freaking awesome paranormal after party because the freaking awesome paranormal after party don't stop. That's quite a mouthful. Quite a mouthful. Now, of course, I was drinking a Starbucks double shot of caffeine, not to go get a 40 of beer to put myself to sleep. Because now I'm wide awake with my caffeine. So I'm going to drive to 7-Eleven, and while I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I don't mean to be quiet, but I'm just reading this about
That's fine. Shoot.
Lauren.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't sweat it. Like I said, we're in the after party, yo. Got the VIP lights on. We got the Cristal flowing. You know, the velvet ropes. People are trying to get in.
You know,
the party's bumping.
Lauren used to be a engineer at a Fortune 500 company.
Wow, you know, this is really cool. That's really cool. Really cool stuff. Which, did you say which company?
No, it just said Fortune 500 company.
There's all stuff we'll have to repeat on the January 26th show. Was it 26? Yeah, it would be 26. Yeah, 7. Yeah. After our Supernatural News, which is to be the last show in January. So we're actually advertising for Lauren to come on the show. But you know what? We have a lot of cool stuff coming up in this year. Besides Lauren, we have a lot of ideas, don't we, for what we'd like to talk about.
We do.
In the coming months.
We do.
We want to talk about numerology, don't we?
Yeah.
We want to talk about mythology, don't we?
Yes, Ryan. I want to talk about, I want to get a past life specialist on and have maybe someone who has a past life that they can remember and have them on to talk about it. I think that'd be interesting.
How about getting a hypnotist on the show?
Hell yeah. Hypnotize me, baby.
Fuck yeah, man. Sure. I want to think you do a hypnosis on the air. Like, but it actually have to be like there. If they can do it with their voice or whatever.
I think they can do it with their voice. We used to work with a medium, and she's a sweetheart, and she went to school for hypnosis and stuff in North Carolina, in Asheville. I love her to pieces. She's a good lady. But yeah, she talked about
the show.
Well, I don't know if she will or not because she's actually but she's a teacher. She's a school teacher regularly, and she's not outward about her psychic,
Oh, really?
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, the professor that taught the professor that taught her the hypnosis and stuff, they actually got to see a regression, them taking this guy back to where he was little, and they said it was just amazing watching how he went from because he went through the emotions and everything.
Yeah, I've always thought that if somebody tried to hypnotize me, they wouldn't be able to do it. Like a lot of people, people try to read me, and they have a hard time doing it. If they try, and I know they're reading me, they have a hard time actually reading me. I don't know. I just feel like if I'm being hypnotized, I feel like I would fight it too much consciously. not
right.
like on purpose, but
Right.
like you see these shows, you know, like comedy shows, and people. I actually went to one and where people got hypnotized, and it's like, yeah, if I went up there, I'd be like, no, that's not gonna work. Okay. But then again, I've never tried it, so you know.
Right.
I don't know. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some more psychic readings on our show too. We did with
Yes,
Christina
definitely.
and Kat. Those things be really popular.
Yeah. They are. I love them. I know.
I mean,
I had messaged Christina after the show and asked her, you know, when she got time, maybe that she could help give me some insight. Which, of course, you know, it'd be nice to have just, you know, someone there to guide me, kind of show me that little piece of path that I need to get back on. But man, I know what it is and everything. It's just finding that piece of inspiration that gets me back to that
I got
place.
another phone call coming in, so I'm gonna have to get off now. Okay.
Okay.
I'll talk to you online.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.